Good morning. Welcome to SAP Virtual Resources, where small businesses find clarity and confidence in their finances. I'm Sarah Page, a financial expert with over 25 years of corporate accounting experience and 3 years of helping entrepreneurs master the world of bookkeeping and accounting. Each week, I'll share practical tips and insights to help you navigate the complexities of financial management and drive your business forward. Join me as we unlock the keys to financial success. I don't know about everybody else, but I feel like this week has been a very rough tech week. I've tried to record this and the internet has not allowed it for the last few days. So I am sorry this is coming out on Friday and not Wednesday, but it did not sound or look good the last couple of days. So I want to discuss account reconciliations and why they're important. I don't know how many here are doing reconciliations with their bank accounts every month, but I want to run by a few tips and reasons why they're important. So if you get your bank statement at the end of the month, do you agree with how much is in the account? Does it seem like there might be a deposit missing? Does it seem like there might be any double entries? Does it seem as though there's something on there that you did not actually charge? This is where you can catch fraudulent activity. And if you wait too long to report it to the bank, you cannot get those monies back. If you report it as soon as possible, which is so many days after the end of the month, looking at the statement, then they can go in and investigate. But if you aren't reconciling your account until the end of the year and doing all 12 months at one time, then it's too late. So fraudulent activity, it's a great way to catch it and report it. Also, did you charge something you forgot about and you never put it into your spreadsheet, onto your notebook where you're tracking your business financials, or into your accounting software, QuickBooks, FreshBooks, HoneyBook, whatever one you're using? To have a really good idea of what's in your account, you need to go in and keep an eye on that. Something I've seen recently that's happened with Capital One card for one of my clients is the thing keeps duplicating all the expenses when it attaches to QuickBooks. So it'll bring it in the day that the charge was made and also the day the charge was posted, which aren't the same day. Normally it's the next day. Sometimes those things sit pending for a couple of days. So it was duplicating all of those. Well, then it made his income look very low because his expenses were too high. But when you would go in and reconcile, you would see not everything was being in there. So it was a reason to go in and look at all those ones that weren't reconciled and see that they were duplicates and remove them. Or you're reconciling your bank account and you wrote a check that hasn't cleared yet, and it's been 3 or 4 months. Why hasn't it cleared? This is when you reach out to the vendor and say, "Hey, I sent a check for this account on this day. Here's the check number. It hasn't shown that it's cashed yet. Do you know what's going on?" It could be that you forgot about a credit memo that you have on your account, and therefore you didn't owe the money, so they didn't cash the check. It could be that the check was lost in the mail. It could be also that they did cash the check. I've actually seen this where they cashed the check and the bank, for some reason, didn't process it through correctly. I do recommend calling the bank. That way in a year, when they're at the end of the year, when they're reconciling or something, it doesn't just automatically poof out of your account when you weren't expecting it to. So anytime that you see those unreconciled charges, be it deposits, be it expenses, look into why. I don't know if anyone has ever seen this, but you run a debit card or a credit card somewhere, and somehow it never gets charged. I've had that happen a few times over the years where I don't know if they never closed their account. I'm guessing they didn't close their card machine down correctly one day, and some of those charges just didn't stick. It could have been that they waited too long to close it. I don't know on that how it happens, but they've never been large amounts. But it has happened a few times over the years. So in those cases, I always wait a year. I don't know what the actual time period to give that something like that is. It's only happened 2 or 3 times, but these are the things that you look for. What's going on? Why is money showing that shouldn't be there? Or why is money not there that should be? So reconciling those every month, like I said, you can catch fraudulent activity and report it and have a chance at getting it repaired and returned to you. You catch the ones that things are not coming out of your account properly because checks didn't get cleared, whatever happened. You can catch duplicate entries that are showing that your income is way lower than it should be. It's just a very good to do it at least monthly if possible. If you can't do it monthly, try doing it quarterly, but monthly is the best because of that chance of any fraudulent activity. Unfortunately, nowadays, there's a lot of hackers out there that are getting to a lot of systems and capturing a lot of debit and credit card information or bank account information. So you want to catch that as sooner than later. So if you need help, maybe you really are behind and you just need help figuring out where to get started, reach out. Let's set up a time to talk and come up with a game plan for you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week.